What up, what up, what up, Unbreakable Kicks Army? Hey, I told y'all, when I go live, just make sure y'all got the notifications on because, hey, that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to go live, Army, when I get some news. So, I was about to leave the crib, and I wind up getting a text, and wind up jumping online, Army. We seen a couple things transpire during that hour that we were on live. But, Army, if you did miss my last couple videos, I did do a review on the Air Jordan 2 Lucky Greens. Make sure you check those out. And the Air Jordan 4 Oil Greens or the Air Jordan 4 Seafoams. Both of those videos are up. As well as I did let y'all know that my next Whatnot live stream, I will have the Air Jordan 5 UNCs. And I may have some of the Air Jordan 12. I'm on my years on that as well. So all y'all got to do, click that link in the description section below. Bookmark that live stream. As soon as we get to that 1,000 and I get the UNC 5s in, Army, bam, we're going straight to the Whatnot live stream. Now, let's talk about today. Because again, Army, I told y'all, like, whenever I hear any type of news or like a shock drop or anything like that, like, I always want to be able to come to y'all and let y'all know, like, hey, Army, you know, look, there's a good possibility that it may be something that's going to drop. And it's just tricky now doing that because, yeah, I can tell y'all at 10 o'clock that, Army, it's going to be a shock drop later on. But if Nike get wind or if Nike want to change some things up, like, hey, they do it. And we've seen them do it plenty of times because we were supposed to have got a shock drop, well, a week ago. But we wind up getting that same exact shock drop with a little bit of sprinkles of things else on there as well. So today wasn't bad. Now, it was bad because your boy did take multiple L's. Now, let's start with the first drop. And we got to talk about, do we actually like how Nike and Snkrs app has been shock dropping shoes? Because as far as the heated ups, like, it's kind of tough, man. And it's almost hit or miss whether or not you even going to get access to the shoe. Now, we know that when Snkrs app do the heated up, you got the heated up in New York. And then you got the heated up in London. I want to say it's London. Usually you may get a US shock drop, you may get a Europe shock drop, or you just might get a shock drop in general. And it goes for both countries. Now, today, the first one wind up being the Air Jordan, Army. Y'all know I love my Jordans. When I start talking about other shoes, I always mess up. But we got the drop of the Air Max Travis Scotts. Now, they have both colorways. Now, the Saturn colorway, I did see the notification pop up on Twitter. That's why I always tell y'all, man, it's very vital to make sure y'all got those Twitter notifications on as well and follow the people that I normally follow on Twitter or whatever other sneaker platform on Twitter that you like to follow that gives out shock drop information, release information, all that. Now, the Saturns were a Europe exclusive, but I didn't know that at first because, like, when I'm watching a heated up and on live, I tend to have the volume down. So, one, I don't know if you can get copyrighted like that, or, you know, I just want to make sure I'm paying attention to the chat and not really watching the heated up. But those are the first ones I seen. But when I went to my Snkrs app, it only showed the Baroque Brown. Now, what I do actually like about the heated up, it'll generate on Snkrs app like 2 minutes before they said that the drop was coming soon. So I appreciate that. You know, I don't want to say it gives everybody a fair chance, but at least you actually can see it on there. Now, I did enter for the Travis Scotts, wind up taking the L, and, you know, I take it. You know, that ain't nothing new. We used to, you know, taking L's on Snkrs app for the most part. But the second one that kind of was a little bit alarming was when they dropped the Nike SB Lobsters, the orange Lobsters. And again, these are pretty much some of the same shoes that we were said they were going to drop like a week ago. We finally getting them today. So once they brought out the orange Lobsters, I'm like, okay, you know, they just said live drop or whatever. I'm like, I don't see them populating on my phone. Now, I know when it comes to the heated ups that you have to be in the lives in order for the shoes to populate on the screen. And I was on the live because I actually seen when they took out the orange Lobsters. So I'm like, all right, y'all, the Lobsters may be next, but nothing populated. And nothing even happened on my Snkrs app either. Like I said, the Baroque Browns didn't drop on the heated up. I just seen it on Snkrs app. But it didn't happen for neither one when it came to the orange Lobster. So I'm just like, am I tweaking? Like, is mine the only one that's not populating? Is mine the only one that's messed up? But then I started looking in the chat, and I say about 75% of the Army did not see the orange Lobsters pop up when they actually drop, to the point that I almost thought that it was a Europe exclusive. And then I was like, all right, okay, it's a Europe exclusive, I ain't gonna trip, ain't nothing I can do. But then to hear members of the army be like, nah, I'm in the States and mine popped up. And then you got 10 other, for every one person that said theirs popped up, it was about 30 other people who said theirs didn't pop up. So I'm just like, man, this is weird. And then I also see in the comment, he was like, Break, well, it didn't pop up on my phone, but it popped up on my tablet. And I'm just like, bro, look, man, like, sneakers don't want people having multiple devices. Granted, we do, and all these and that, but it's just like, if it's not gonna pop up on my phone, like, do I need to have these multiple devices in order to see if I'm gonna get a chance at grabbing these shoes? Now, the thing is, this is not the first time that this has happened to me when it came to the Heated Up. Like, it's been other drops, like even the Midnight Navies. I remember when the Midnight Navies dropped on the last one that they did some kind of shock drops on. Like, I only seen the grade school Midnight Navies pop up, but the man pair didn't populate. So I'm just like, man, this is mad weird. Like, why is it that on these shock drops when they Heated Up, it happens this way? So then I'm like, bumping, man. Then we go to the Jackie Robinsons. Jackie Robinsons, I wind up getting the alert on Twitter, and I wind up getting the alert on Snkrs app. Bam, they're going to drop in 2 minutes. You know, I'm ready for it. 2 minutes, boom, I get in. I take an L. I can take those. I can live with taking an L if I had an opportunity to enter and I take an L. There's nothing I can do. I can't trip on that if I've been able to enter. But the thing is, when the joints don't pop up, and it just gives me Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found PTSD, Army. Like, it just brings you back to a place where you just like, dang, bro, like, what's going on with the Snkrs app? Because stuff like this ain't never used to happen. So Jackie Robinson dropped, boom, I take an L. And then I'm in the comments, I'm seeing members of the army like, oh, I got the undefeated dunks. I got a dub on the undefeated dunks. I'm like, undefeated dunks? Like, where them drop at? Like, I ain't see them drop nowhere. Like, it didn't pop up on my phone. I didn't get no alert from Twitter. Like, I literally had no clue that the Nike undefeated dunks had dropped either. So I'm just like, all right, y'all, like, I'm 2 for 2 right now. I want to be 4 for 4 like Wendy's, but I'm 2 for 2 right now, man. And then the icing on the cake is that, man, cake, bro, I ain't had no cake in a minute, Army. But anyways, the icing on the cake is the only shoe, when it started the live, I'm like, man, look, Army, like, I'm hearing some things supposed to drop. You know, I don't know 100% of everything, but they dropped the Air Jordan 1 High 85, the black and whites. Like, that's the only shoe I'm really rocking with for the month of February. Like, I want those joints. And then they drop them, but then it was a Europe exclusive. I'm like, bruh, come on, man. Come on. Like, I get it. They got the host over there in Europe. They got the host over here in the States. Like, of course, you know, everybody get an opportunity to get certain drops, but y'all been showing Europe a lot of love with the shock drops, man, with the early releases, the early access, all that good stuff. They've been getting treated well, y'all. But, I mean, it is what it is. Do I personally like this format as far as shock drops? No. Is this the only format that they do as far as shock drops? No, but it seems like this has been the only way that they've been dropping good sneakers. Like, even if they did drop the Lost and Founds today, man, who's to say it would even popped up on my phone? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is. I personally prefer, like, the second chances. You know what I'm saying? It's still a shock drop in a sense. I don't even care if it's one of the second chances where you got to enter the draw and then, you know, let sneaker faith be the final decision. Like, again, I can live with that stuff, man. But this is just janky. Now, I know this is something that's still fairly new, and they probably are finding ways of, you know, changing it up or switching things around or twisting it this way or yanking it that way. But, I mean, y'all got to get a grip on it because, I mean, it's about to be some bangers dropping, man. Like, March is, I keep talking about March, man, because to me, March is, and maybe because March got the Retro 3s, and I still think that that's the sneaker of the year, but it's a lot of good stuff that's dropping. It's a lot of good anticipated sneakers for the holiday time, and I just want everything to kind of be working, you know, in a cohesive manner before all of these dope shoes drop, because I still feel like it's a lot of bugs that's going on with Snkrs app. And I know a lot of y'all have been seeing these things that's been going on too, Army. So y'all let me know in the comment section below if y'all were able to get any of these shoes. And also let me know the shoes that didn't even pop up for you guys. Like, again, only really 2 out of the couple shoes that dropped did pop up for me on Snkrs app for me to enter. And again, like, it is what it is. But do y'all like this way as far as Nike doing shock drops? I don't know, y'all, because like the more they do like showing the shoes and the lineup and stuff, I think that's when they will start sprinkling these live drops up in there, and the chances of us, you know, just getting standalone shock drops, those days honestly may be coming to an end. So again, let me know how y'all feel about all of this stuff in the comment section below. Army, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And other than that, you got your boy Unbreakable. You got the Unbreakable Vote. Unbreakable Army, stand strong like always. Most importantly, hug your loved ones, and of course, remain humble. And we out.
I hit Unbreakable for the Yeezys. He the plug, call him when I need him. These old's tough, but he get him easy. Yours old, him first season. Them most beefy, looking like 2 lefts. 2 lefts, cause your ass taking nail.